Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disabled Team, and welcome to your weekly fantasy football show. How are we doing, Russell?
Yeah, good. Yeah, is it just the two of us?
Unfortunately, one member of A team's out at his friend's house, and other member of A team's poorly, so that leaves B team. You know what I mean? That leaves me and you.
So shall I? If I read between the lines, are you basically saying they're really a bit scared of me right now?
I think so, probably, yeah, mate. Probably. You know, we're B team anyway. Let's. I don't think we'll be able to do a show as good as what A team can, but we'll give it a good go. We'll give it.
I'll be BA Baracas.
Yeah, I'll be.
I'm trying to think who you could be. You could be. Who's the leader of the A team?
Murdoch.
Yeah, there you go. You're Murdoch.
Howling Mad Murdoch. That's me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can be Murdoch. So.
Yeah, I'm crazy one. How are we doing, Russell?
Yeah, good. Obviously, not going well in reality, in the sense of Leeds. Very frustrated, very nervous, as per usual. Fantasy, though. I'm loving the 82nd minute of last night's game, and we'll go into it at some point. But, yeah, save my bacon a bit, because I was a bit worried about my triple captain. So, but it helped. It definitely helped.
I should have seen how Lee before any goals went in. Lee were cheering Ireland on.
Yeah, good.
I says, whoa. I says, you know, why are you cheering Ireland on? He says, I've got him in my fantasy team, Dad. I says, we've all got him in his fantasy team, but I says, Russell's got him as triple captain. So I went, oh, De Bruyne.
I was so happy when I was watching it, and it was just like, he passed it through to De Bruyne, it squared it to Haaland. I thought, oh, that's perfect. In fact, I got greedy, and I was annoyed when De Bruyne came off, so I wanted more, because I generally think that they could have countered and hit him again for a fourth goal. Yeah, because Arsenal was so pushed forward. I think there was a good chance they could have got him again. So.
Armani's in. How say Armani? Love what we're doing. Well, hold on a minute. Sorry, love. Well done on your points, Russell. You had to triple Haaland to match my choice of Saka.
Yeah, what did Haaland get? Let's have a look. 79. Do you know what? Looking at the scores at everyone, because I've used the chip, it's actually not. Well, not done that. I mean, everyone's done pretty well in the league. If you look at everyone in the league, they've done pretty well. Yeah. Everyone who's playing, shall we say? So.
Right. Well, guess what? Pen, paper, pad.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what we're going to do is, when we go through them this week, the ones who aren't making as many transfers and stuff like that, who look like they're disengaging from game, we'll still go through the teams, but we'll give the people who are still actively playing the airtime, if that makes sense. Give them more.
I think all you've really got to do, mate, is just look at their transfer history. Engaged managers will be making transfers.
Yeah.
So.
I just want to, I think, with short show we do each week, I want to try and give the people who are here and who are involved, engaged, more airtime than the ones who aren't even playing anymore.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I hope everyone at home understands that. But, we'll still go through the scores and stuff, but like I says, if it's like Gruffalo Soldier, bless him, great member of the channel, but he hasn't been playing for since before World Cup, I don't think now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you usually get a lot of people that are really into it. I mean, someone like Harmony, she kind of enjoys it all the way through and stick with it. Yeah, a lot of people have enthusiasm at the start and then they drop off. That happens all the time.
So, I mean, I were reading a stat. They reckon it's about 70% of players are involved, 30% drop off.
Really? 30% drop off.
Yes, 30%.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It doesn't surprise me.
My man says that she used a bench boost.
Oh, she did. Do you know what? I didn't really see that.
I hoped for 16 points, got 12. Dud to Lewis not playing in either. Mixed feelings about, but lots of greens. Have to be happy, I guess. Yeah, I think having 12 points from your bench is pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, sorry. I tried to hit the mute button. I couldn't get to it. Yeah, I mean, 12 points is good. Yeah, I mean, for a bench boost, anything above 10 is pretty good, to be honest with you. So, because it's hard to kind of structure your bench for 1 week only to have players on that are quite good to get you a lot of points, if you see what I'm saying. Because you're not really going to, because then the week after, you have to kind of get rid of all the value off the bench to then put it into your first team, and you'll have to take minus hits. So it's quite a hard chip to use, to be honest with you. So anything above 10 points is good.
Well, I'm just glad I got mine out way early.
Yeah. Well, I've got to kind of maneuver mine. I've got to kind of crowbar it into my game plan at some point. So yeah, I'm still got to go through that problem.
I tell you who seem to be doing well for least amount of money is Brentford defenders. The Brentford boys, they seem to be getting some good points in games.
Yeah, I didn't realise Ben Mee's kind of going under the radar, isn't he?
Yeah.
Capco scored. Yeah. You know what? When I saw that goal, I did think of Harmony. She was so like, oh God, get my heart, God, Gapco, but he did come through eventually.
I think that's it now. I think once it's one of these players where if he scores one, he'll gain confidence and get a couple. Get a
bit of a strange player for us, isn't it? Because we were so close to signing him. So
yeah, well, I think we were closer than what some people think we were, but I think we were close at signing him.
Yeah, so another unicorn that slipped through the net.
So before we get into teams, Russell, what do you make to what's going on at Leeds United at this moment in time?
I've been feeling like this for a while, if I'm being honest with you. I'm not really surprised. I've been kind of looking at other results for about 2 months. So my instincts are like, I better start looking at teams around us because we are rubbish right now. So yeah, it's very frustrating because I think we're good enough to be clear from that. So it's quite frustrating to find us in this situation where we've basically wasted a lot of effort on someone who's not very good in the end, was he? So it's quite frustrating to, give him so much time and space. And I think we have to get rid of him though. So, hopefully, this new appointment, not a new appointment, I quite like the way we're playing under this new guy. I think against Man United, I think we could definitely, we missed chances. If we hadn't missed chances, I think we would have won. So, it was just, they took their chances, in the end. So, but I quite like him. I think I quite like the way he sets it up. To me, it feels like a 4-3-3.
Yeah, 4-3-3 and a 4-2-4 when we haven't got ball.
Yeah, that's how it feels. And I quite like the fact we're playing with wingers again. So, it's clear that they've gone for loads of people, can't get him, and they're stuck with this guy and they're going to give him a chance. But, whether it's a good thing, it's a bit of a mess in general, isn't it, if you're being honest. But what can you do? We're stuck with it now. We just got to hope that we get something in the next 2 games. Whether or not, is it worth having Leeds players in your fantasy team? That's the question.
Yeah, well, that's just it, isn't it? That's it.
Leeds players might be worth having right now.
Do you know the first thing that comes to thought when I think of Kinnear, Radzali, and Orta? Remember that American TV show? It was called Three Stooges.
I thought you
picture them in them as them three people.
I thought you were going to say Three Blind Mice.
Well, yeah, them and all, but not Three Stooges. It reminds me of that, the comedies of Premier League. Village Idiots.
Yeah. I think what's also annoyed me is why can't we have a takeover that's done straight away?
Yeah, why does it took so long?
I know, it's so strange that we have like a 2-year takeover. Everyone else, they have a takeover, it gets done in like a week. I'm not saying obviously there's a lot of stuff in the background that needs to happen, but once the news kind of breaks, it's usually done quickly. Leeds, we've known about this for about a year now, and it's still just kind of hanging around. So it's just the way we do things. It's just very backwards, isn't it? So it's annoying though because we had a good transfer window, January, but even you could argue we should have done all that in the start of the season anyway. Why do it middle of the season? Because Reuter's clearly not up to pace yet, is he? So I didn't think when he came on, I wasn't that blown away with him straight away. I thought he looked a bit, you know what I mean?
But I think I'd like to think that you're one of these people where you assess your situation. It's just coming to a club. he's not going to be. He hasn't played a game since November.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's like how Leeds are though. We signed a player who could be good, but he hasn't played since that time. I mean, that's just typical. I mean, Sinistera. I mean, how long's he been out for? I mean, Jesus, he excites me, but he's just always injured.
You see, that's it. You see, I can't make up my mind about Sinistera for that reason. I haven't seen enough of him.
No.
I can't say that he's going to be brilliant for Leeds or he's not. I've seen glimpses, but not enough.
No. He'd be a good fantasy player, I think, Sinistera.
Yeah.
He's just never fit. So.
Fair enough. A man, it says that he scored, I'm assuming he's Gakpo, he scored by being on the left post. He plays better on the left wing than central.
Yeah, I don't see Gakpo. I mean, I don't know how much Gakpo is. I'm just doing an update on the computer, so
I'll let you know now.
I don't know what his value is, but Liverpool players could be quite tempted because I think they might be in a double game week soon.
Well, what I'll do is I'll share screen and make it so everyone else can see what we're doing. That'll help, won't it? Share screen, and it's that one. Share. Right. So Cody Gakpo is 7.7 million.
Was he midfielder or forward?
Midfield. I've got him down as a midfielder.
Yeah, but the thing with Gakpo is how much time will he get now? They've got Fabinho back. They've got Jota back.
Yeah, it's who Klopp thinks. I mean, I think you've got to play him though again because with him scoring in previous game.
Yeah, it's just
give him another 2 more games, and if he if it doesn't quite if he can't find his goal for scoring form, they've got players to fall back on, haven't they?
I mean,
no point pushing players back from injury if they've already got one who scored last week.
No, but let's be honest, they're playing Everton at home, aren't they? I mean, he's not really pulled many trees up until that goal. And I think he's looked pretty bad from what I can see. But if he might be worth a risk, I don't know. But he's not someone I'm looking at right now. But it could change. Who knows?
Radzali wants to walk away with a profit, and with Leeds secured, it must be like poker and roulette.
Do you know what would make me laugh if we get relegated and Rads is still in charge? It's like, well done, Rads. That's what you get for, being how you have been for the last year or a bit. So, a little bit of me wants him to kind of not make as much money, but then that'll be Leeds that'll be bad for Leeds because we'll probably get relegated. But a little bit wants him to not make as much money as he thinks he's going to. But that'd only happen if we got relegated, and obviously don't want that. So.
I sold him for 8 million and got him back for 7.7.
Oh, Gakpo, yeah, that's good. Yeah, if you can do that, fair play.
Right, so we're ready to go through these teams, then, mate. While we're on, Gruffalo, like I says, I don't think Gruffalo's been playing for a fair few weeks now. Bless him.
Get your pen, mate. Get your pen ready.
Yep. Gruffalo. I'll still give him time. Don't get me wrong, but I want to try and concentrate on. Gruffalo Soldier.
Yeah, well, his last transfer, I'm checking my side. Let's have a look at the last transfer for him. It was a long time ago.
No transfers have been made yet for this season, this team.
Oh, there you go. I've never seen that. Well, he's clearly not engaged, is he? So
yeah. So that's Gruffalo Soldier. Let me go back into this again. Go back to this. So basically, I mean, he's still got 37 points regardless. Ramsdale, Young, Thiago Silva, Luke Shaw, Coutinho, Fabinho, Gallagher, Foden, Zaha, Haaland, and Havertz. He has who's he got as captain? Who's he got as captain?
Van Dijk.
Who's he got as captain?
Carry on going down. Let's have a look.
Cancelo.
No, yeah, because both his captains on the bench, so he didn't even have a captain play.
Yeah, Van Dijk.
I've never seen that before. That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right, Vibes got 72 points this week, so we know he's engaged, definitely. Raya with 6, Saliba 3, Alexander Arnold 6, Trippier 2, Dyer -1. I think that's the first time I've ever seen a -1.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty of them going around. I love it when my rivals get minuses. It does make me chuckle. So I like a minus when it's not me.
Yeah. Martinelli 5, Almiron 10, Trossard 14, De Bruyne 15.
Trossard captain, madman.
Yeah, Trossard is his captain. Haaland with 10. He must have thought double game week. Good chance for Trossard to get points, but he come off and he got them 14 points and he come off at bench, didn't he, as well? I know it was a double game week, but that's his bench. Did well with bench. Ramsdale 3. He's still got Cancelo on.
Oh yeah. A lot of people do have him hanging around.
And more.
Yeah. Hey, do you think they've changed the screen for the fantasy? I've noticed it looks a bit different, the layout. I think they've updated how it looks. When you click on the player and you look at the history, the whole layout looks different.
Yeah, it's all colour now, isn't it? It's all in colour with colour badges and everything.
Yeah, but they've even got the future fixtures and stuff. It looks different, doesn't it? I don't know what else.
Yeah, it looks better.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. It gives you form as well of the last 3 games.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Which is good, which is really good. So well done, Vibes, for getting your 72 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good score still, isn't it? That's even the people at the bottom have got good scores. If you look at this league and you just look at the scores, everyone's done pretty well. I mean, apart from the guy who's not doing anything, but everyone else looks engaged. Or they're just really lucky.
Yeah, well, Team Pool got 69 points. Alisson with 6, Trippier 2, Alexander Arnold 6, Kilman 2, Marsh 10. Sonny Marsh is a big pick. It's not a pick I would have picked out personally. But, 10 points from March, 22 from Captain Salah.
Yeah.
De Silva, Mateus, Trossard. He don't have Haaland in team, Tony and Kane.
I think he's not engaged, mate. Look at his transfer history.
October.
Yeah, I think you could probably click your pen for that one.
Right up. Vibes. I'm not feeling it, Vibes. I'm not feeling it. Who's next on list? Team Pool. Team Pool, 69 points. Let's have a look at Team Pool's transfers. October.
Yeah.
Another one, innit?
Yeah, definitely. But he's actually got a good score.
It's a mad, innit? How does that work? No,
he's not even trying. He's got a good score.
Alisson 6, Trippier 2, Alexander Arnold 6, Kilman 2, Marsh 10, Salah 22. I'll just check that one. Yeah.
You should be on Planet 24.
So Planet 24. So Team Pools disengaged. Transfers November 12th of November.
Yeah, not engaged.
But you got 85 points.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You just did Team Pool twice, you gone.
Yeah.
Let me check my jumper if I'm getting up.
But he had a good week. He almost beat my score without trying.
85 points and he hasn't had any subs in it since before World Cup.
I know. Yeah,
How crazy is that?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's weird. You get those people who try really hard. You got somebody who's not even attempting to play it, almost beating us.
Yeah. And 0 points.
Yeah, we're sat here stressing, going, oh, so many hard decisions to make. And he's just like, he's in his chair going, just to follow.
Yeah. Saliba 3, Delat 6, Dyer -1. Anyone who has Dyer in the team deserves to get minus points, I think.
Yeah, Dyer is Dyer.
He's awful, isn't he? He's awful, mate. He's terrible. Andreas with 6, Rashford with 8, Almiron with 10, Salah 11, Saka 30. and Mitrovic and Haaland with 2 and 10 respectively. His bench though, I mean, he's got Cancelo on it, Jesus on it.
Well, at least he's got a bench which is not doing anything. That's where you want 0 points. He's definitely got that.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I tell you, so you don't mind him using his bench boost with that, do you?
No.
So well, that were Planet 24's.
Well done on being fluky, because he's not. Let's be honest, he's not even going to be here, is he? Yeah. Next one is Yoda FC. Now I think this guy is engaged. He is trying.
This is Nurs. This is Liam's 69 points with Nurs. 3 with Pope, 2 with Trippier, 2 with Shah, 3 with Saliba, 15 Saka, 4 Odegaard, 16 Rashford, and she had him as captain. Fernandes with 3, Kane with 2, Haaland with 10, and even Tony with 9. Well, she made the right choice, didn't she, if you think about it? Because Rashford got 16 points and Haaland only got 10.
Well, for captain?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, Haaland would have got more points, wouldn't
he? Yeah, 20, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, by 4. So it's not bad. It would a gamble worth taking, I think, because if it paid off, how many people captained Haaland?
Yeah, virtually everyone. Yeah.
So if that had paid off, it would have been worth taking.
I think people were quite brave to go on Saka. I mean, I do kind of respect everyone that goes against Haaland. I mean, I haven't really got the balls to do that. So fair play if you do go pick Haaland, you know.
Loving seeing her and how happy she's doing well. Cheers, Armani. Love, thank you.
But he is engaged. He or she is engaged. Yoda is.
He's Liam's former girlfriend.
Okay. Yeah.
Shaq with 0, Vestergaard 0, Da Silva 1, Totte 0. So she hasn't lost any points on bench neither.
No.
Really good. Well done. Next person on the list is Ismail with 86 points.
Is that no name? Yeah, 86. Yeah.
19th of October.
Oh, so he's not doing it. He's another one that's got lucky, has he? Let's have a look. Yeah, he's not engaged. So let's have a look how he's. Jesus Christ, he's got more points than me again.
86 points. Edison with 3, Saliba with 3, Dunk with 2, Trippier with 2, Webster with 2, Almeida on 10, Saka 15, Trossard 7, De Bruyne 30, who we picked as captain, Mitrovic 2, and Haaland as vice captain with 10. On the bench, Ward with 3, Jesus, Young, Rodrigo. So that's another player, isn't it?
Yeah, get your pen out, click that one off.
Wow. That's another one. Bites the dust, shall we say? But it'd be interesting to see what they do without even picking Finns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy I'm with that.
Now this is someone we can talk about. We can talk about this one.
Yeah, she got 80 points this week. Did Happy Amaret?
Yeah, that's a good score.
One transfer. Ramsdale 3, Trippier 2, Saliba 3, Luke Shaw 12, Ben White 3, Rashford 8, De Bruyne 15, Almeida on 10, Matoma 2, Haaland captain 20, and Kane 2. A bench is Alisson with 6, Bueno with 1, Murphy with 1, and Branwell with 2. She loves her Buenos, doesn't she?
Yeah, he's quite an odd player. Sometimes, I mean, I think last week he had a really good game week. Let's have a look. I think he did really well. When was it? Oh, yeah, last week he got 12 points. And then in 19 he got 12 points. So he's a bit of a streaky player. He'll get you 1-1, 2-2-1, 15, 12, 1-1-1-1. He's a bit like Ward Prowse, but yeah, he's quite a good pick because he does usually play most minutes. But she's had a good week and she didn't go to any minus transfers. So that's a good week. I mean, I think the Arsenal thing probably killed her because she got triple Arsenal defence.
Yeah, with Saliba and still in white.
Yeah, and he got 9 points overall. And she had Alisson on the bench. You got more than his keeper. So yeah, the triple Arsenal. I can see why they did it, but didn't pay off that one. Oh, Happy got 7 not available in game. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. See, look at Harmony's definitely engaged because she's looking towards the two game weeks ahead. Yeah, so she's definitely engaged.
Happy got 7 not available in game week 5.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. That could be chip strategy, or you're gonna have to just take a hit and see how many players you can get out.
Fair enough.
Oh, has he disappeared? Look, he's knocked himself off the stream again. And just as we was getting to whose is it? Harmonies. No, is it Harmonies? Let's have a look. I'll carry on the stream. Oh, you did that thing again. Yeah, we're going to Harmonies one. This is the main one.
Right button this time.
I knew he was going to do it once, and I was like, oh, he's disappeared. Don't worry, I'd have carried it on for you if you stopped.
Amani got she used the bench boost.
Yeah, -8
final
well,
point, so. 79. Well done, yeah. Amani.
Well, 71 points.
Yeah, because of a -8.
Yeah, 71 overall, yeah.
Still a good score. Still a really good score. Well done. Popey with 3. Botman with 1 and Trippier with 2. Yeah, they seem to be struggling a bit, Newcastle of late, don't they? They seem to be struggling a bit of late. Zinchenko with 3. You know, I think Zinchenko's a good player. You know, it's a shame we don't seem to get more points than what he deserves. Odegaard with 4 as a vice captain. Gakpo with 8.
Oh, I bet she's happy with that. Gakpo's the man, isn't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Gakpo.
Oh, you're not sharing the screen, Stu. Yeah, we can't see. If you want to share the screen, we can.
I thought I was sharing the screen. Sorry, guys.
No, you're not sharing it, mate.
Thank you for letting me know. I will get there eventually one day. You know, one day, one stream's going to go perfect.
Nah, no one likes perfection, mate. If there's not mistakes in it, it's not normal, is it?
Right. Well, let's start again. So she got a 79 points. Well, 71 points with a -8. She played a bench boost. Popey got a 3. Botman with 1 and Trippier with 2. So, you know, hopefully they'll come good for the next game. Zinchenko with 3 points. Odegaard 4. Minamino 2. Saka 30, who she made captain.
Did you say Minamino?
Mitomo, whatever his name is.
I was thinking Minamino. Isn't that the player what Leeds tried to
Mitoma, isn't it? Mitoma. It is Mitoma, isn't it? Mitoma.
Yeah. You said Minamino. Yeah,
that's ex Liverpool player, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just made me laugh.
Yeah, Mitoma. Gakpo with 8. Well done with your Gakpo, Amani. I know you.
Yeah, he's come through for you.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Amani, but I think you were on about getting rid of him. You know, at some point.
Yeah.
If he didn't start hitting points.
I think he's a player that if you've got, keep.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know if I'd bring him in, but with Liverpool maybe doubling, definitely keep him.
Nonto with 2, Kane with 2, Haaland with 10.
Taka though did well. She picked a good captain.
Yeah.
So I think again, if you look at her defence, that must be frustrating her because she got triple Newcastle. So it was like the who did we have before? It was Happy, wasn't it? She had triple.
Arsenal.
Yeah, so that's what's hurt them. And actually, the front line. I mean, Nonto and Kane only to get 4 points. I mean, Spurs were awful, weren't they? I mean, that really hurt us in reality and in fantasy. Such an awful performance from Spurs.
I agree. Now, do you want to have a look at a bench boost?
Hello, Tom. We've got a new comment in there. How are you doing, Tom?
Hiya, Tom Rogers. Hope you're doing well, mate. This is a bench boost. Edison with 3, Kulusevski with 2. Estepion, say his name for me, Russell.
I think you got it right. Estupion, I think.
Estupion, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah.
7. Good, really good return. Rico Lewis with 0. Now, I ain't shocked about Pep dropping Rico Lewis. I spoke to him about this when he did his watch alongs, and I kept telling him, I says, look, I says, Rico Lewis can't defend. He don't know how to defend. He's not very good at defending.
No, I mean, it's annoying if you're because he's played quite a lot recently. So the annoying thing with her is that he didn't play either game. He had 2 chances to get points, and he didn't play either. And I think if you look at his history, I think he played out virtually every game before that, didn't he?
Yeah, well, it's not like he had been given the game opportunities from Pep.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, he's played the last 3 almost before that. That's frustrating. Wow. Tom Rogers has got a question. Never played fantasy football before. What is it? Laugh out loud. Tom, this probably looks like complete gobbledygook to you, but it is a lot of fun. Stu, you explain it because you didn't know how to play fantasy football, did you? Do you think Tom next year should join our league and get involved? I think he should.
Yeah, definitely, Tom. If you're into your football, which I know you are, is a regular channel contributor. Is Tom? It's basically you're managing a Premier League team. You have 100 million to spend. You've got to bring in so many two goalkeepers. Is it five defenders?
Yeah.
5
midfielders.
5 midfielders and 3 attackers.
Yeah.
So yeah, get involved, Tom. Next season, get involved.
It's a lot of fun. Take my advice. Looking at the screen now, I mean, you've clearly come in to say hi to the guys because you're regular. It looks very confusing, but it is quite easy. What you say, Stu, once you get used to it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've picked it up. If I can pick it up, and a chimpanzee can pick it up, mate. I'm telling you.
I mean, Stu, you did struggle at the start.
Yeah.
Once Stu learned, Stu's as good as anyone now. In fact, Harmony's her first one as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and Harmony's getting used to it. So it's just it's good. It makes other games enjoy. Who does Tom support? Is he Leeds West Ham or
Leeds fan?
Leeds fan. It makes the other games interesting as well. So so I'm finding recently that Leeds are depressing me, but fantasy football's making me happy. So if Leeds are depressing you, but you have a good fantasy football week, you will feel a little bit better.
You get over pain, doesn't it?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, though, don't you?
And Tom, I'll pre-warn you, Armani does not pick any Chelsea players or Man United players. Don't matter if they've got 100 points, you won't pick them.
Fool Harmony. It's a lot of fun, Tom. You'll enjoy it. And if you're struggling, we'll help you anyway. If you've got any questions when you start playing it, we'll always try and help you and guide you through it. So
Manny says, no, I only just brought him back. Moved towards game week 25, paid off. Good, Manny. Good. Hey, Tom. Sounds good. I'm just going to pick Leeds players, Manny. You can only pick 3 players from any one team. A maximum of 3, Tom. That's what makes it interesting.
Well, Harmony can pick even less because she refuses to pick certain players.
She won't pick Man United players, Chelsea players. I'll join it next season. Brilliant. Thanks. No worries at all, Tom, mate. No worries at all. Hope you're doing well. We do talk a bit about Leeds after a bit as well. We'll throw in
a bit of Leeds conversation as well. Yeah.
Rolling this week with transfers, then Gomez and Botman and either Allison or Darwin to make Liverpool 3 in game week 25. Yeah, it's a double game week for a minute in game week 25, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might not be transferring this week. If you're happy with your team, I think a lot of people are going to stick with what they got, or they're going to use a chip.
Yeah.
Or wild card.
Tom, I only can have 3, a maximum of 3 from each team. I don't mind Chelsea, but yes, I won't be picking any Man United players.
All right. But you are picking one player, Martinez. I mean, It's up to you. I can see why Harmonies like it, but in the sense of fantasy football, it'll probably hurt you because you won't do as well, sadly, without certain players. Yeah.
I play without any red or blue scum in my team. I am a true Leeds fan. Laughing the red off.
Yeah, you can't deny it's quite interesting as an experiment to see how it works. So yeah.
So well done, Amani, for getting your points, and well done for getting your max, your points from your bench boost as well.
Yeah.
So remind us in chat, Amani, what chips have you got left? I believe you got your triple captain, haven't you? Next team up is
and this player is engaged. Whoever this is, they are trying.
Lee FC. We know he's in bed, bless him. 74 points he got this week, Russell.
Okay, yeah, good.
But do you know something? He's got the biggest advantage over all of us.
Why is that?
He hasn't used any chip whatsoever.
Has he not?
No, nothing.
Oh, Christ. Maybe he can be a bit of a dark horse later on then.
Yeah, I know. I'll tell you about it. Pope with 3, Verba with 1, Trippier with 2, Ben White with 3, De Bruyne with his vice captain with 15, Fernandes with 3, Rashford with 8, Saka with 15, Mitrovic with 2, Haaland with his captain with 20, and Nonto with 2. His bench, though, he lost a lot of points on his bench. Iverson none, Andreas 6, and Shaw 12.
Oof,
Nico Williams 0.
Yeah.
So if he'd have put Shaw in over any of them, we would have been quids in.
Yeah. When we get to my team, I was loving, even though it was against Leeds. Do you know? I'll tell you later. Yeah, that Shaw one hurts. Yeah.
So well done, Lee. Well done, mate. Well done.
Still a good score though, 74. So.
Tilly got 85 points this week.
Yeah, they're engaged as well, so you don't have to get your pen on them.
Ward with 3, Walker with 3, White with 3, Botman with 1, Marsh with 10, Saka with 15, Salah with 11, Rashford with 8. Look at all that midfield points.
Yeah, a lot of mid. Yeah, that's really where it's all come from, isn't it? Because the defence hasn't done much. And
then obviously you had Haaland, Tony, and Kane up top.
Yeah, good over-round score, really.
His bench: Pickford with 1, Bailey with 1, Mings with 1, Wan-Bissaka with 1.
Yeah, that's what you want, isn't it? 3 points.
Yeah, loads of goals on your bench.
Yeah,
your bench points don't count.
Perfect.
I think I worked that out after about 4 weeks of playing it.
What's that?
It's like your bench points don't count unless you use a bench boost.
Oh, no. That's funny.
So I was getting right excited when I saw people's bench boost points and it were bad.
You don't want to see them. A lot of people use the bench boost in the first couple of weeks to get rid of it. So
I used it by mistake and pressed the wrong button.
But again, this is what, if Tom's still here you go. He made a big mistake at the start, but you'll learn from it.
All right. I've read that one, sorry. It works very bad, Russell.
Well, she's on about not signing certain teams' players, yeah. Well, it's not for me to say, Harmony, but if that's your principle, I can't change that. That's up to you to change.
And I've got full respect for her for being like that, to be honest. I have.
Yeah, well, if she wants to stick to her principle, you stick to it.
I bet she's the only person who can go to Ellen Road, stand in the middle of that pitch when it's full of fantasy football league fans and actually say, I do not pick Man United or Chelsea players in my FPL. I bet she's one of the only people who can do that. Yeah,
well, I certainly can't. I've got.
Neither can I, mate. Neither can I. So that's Tilly's. That's Tilly's done. Well done, Tilly, for your 85 points. And do you know what best it is, Russell? They didn't use any chips.
No. Yeah. So
85 points without using a single chip.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're quite frustrating. I've used one, but I probably should have got more points, to be honest.
The Doctor Bowen the Menace, 76 points. made one transfer this week. Ramsdale with 3, Trippier 2, White 3, Shaw 12, and Scar 2. Again, it's gone with the Arsenal and Newcastle.
Yeah, that's hurt a lot of people this week. Yeah, that's hurt a lot of people. But
Marsh with 10, Rashford 8, Martinelli with 5, Tony with 9, Haaland 20, Kane 2.
Yeah, it's a pretty good all-round team. Midfield did pretty well. So
a lot of points on bench. Well, I say a lot of points on bench. It depends on how you look at it. Ward with 3, Bale with 1, Milkilenko with 1, and Andreas with 6.
I mean, 11 points off the bench. Yeah, I mean, but interestingly, he put Andreas last option on his bench. That's quite interesting. I'd have put him first personally, but he obviously didn't want to put him there. He put him right at the end.
So well done, Doctor. Harry Patterson got 82 points this week. When was the last transfer Harry Patterson made? 3rd of February.
Yeah, he's still engaged.
Pope with 3, Trippier 2, White 3, Shaw 12, Saliba 3, Pinnock 2. Isn't it unusual to find a back 5?
Yeah, that is an unusual formation, definitely.
Because you get more points from your midfield than your attack, genuinely.
Yeah, some people like having a heavy defence, but you don't usually see 5-3-2 unless some players have come out of his team. Well, no, actually they haven't because he's still got. Oh God, I'll tell you what, his bench is. That bench is frustrating for him. I'll let you look at that a bit later.
Let's come down here. Right. Rashford 8, Martinelli 5, De Bruyne 15, Haaland 20, Tony 9. Let's have a look at his bench. Raya 6, Wilson none, Harrison with 3, Andreas with 6.
Yeah, he's always got 15 points on the bench. That's quite a lot. Huh? Yeah, that's quite frustrating.
I'm surprised that he's picked Harrison.
Yeah,
to be honest, because he's inconsistent. I think.
Yeah. Who was that?
Well, 82 points, Harry. Yeah. Really well done. Let's get to these comments. No chips left. I did not know what they were and stupidly used them very early.
But again, this is learning, isn't it? It's all learning.
Yeah, and then this league and program started. I found out Hazoma would say do.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like I say, this season's kind of a learning season for everyone who hasn't played it before, obviously. So
I've registered and picking my squad now. I've put Meslier in goal with De Gea as backup. De Gea needs to learn the trade from a proper goalie.
What? I thought you said De Gea. I thought you were going to say dickhead then. Well, you came close to saying dickhead.
Well.
I thought that was slipping out your mouth when you were saying that.
No, it almost did, but it didn't.
What I was going to say, do you think we could give Tom our code, even though he's going to be at the bottom? If he's going to do a team, why don't we ask him to, maybe we can give him a code to join our league?
Yeah, do we know? Right, hang on a minute, where is it?
Yeah, if you do that, Tom, if you're making the effort to join in, just join. You're going to be bottom, mate, because it starts on the points he's got, doesn't it? So,
yeah,
yeah. So if you want to join our league, you're more than welcome. Just so you can get used to it. Digsby do 7. Hey, what's up, G?
Tom, I will send you a message afterwards with the code and everything. Because I need to go into options to untick the box where it's new players can join in.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely join if Tom. It's quite. How good's that? Tom came into the stream, said hi. We had a quick chat with him, and he's registering the team. Fair play.
Diggs, by the way, hey, what's up, G? Hi, Diggs, hope you're doing well. Tom, Pope is the top keeper for a big spurned value keepers. Raya and Sanchez, maybe Ward.
Yeah, what she's saying is if you're looking for a keeper who's quite expensive, pick Pope. value keepers, i.e., not budget options, but value for money. Raya or Sanchez, then Ward's.
What about Ward? What about Danny Ward from Leicester?
Well, let's be honest. He's a £4 million, well, 4.1 now, and he's he's a first team player. I mean, you don't get. You take my advice. Next season, I doubt you're going to be able to get a keeper that cheap who plays in the first team.
Yeah, I agree. Amani Fairlove, thanks for the tips. Yeah, and also Tom, I won't be able to see your team until you go live after first. When after next run of fixtures, which is Saturday, we do. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it is, isn't it? What time's deadline stream? Do we know?
The transfers is. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, Barry, I've just been signed out.
Saturday, 18th of February, 11 o'clock.
Bear with us, Stu. You carry on chatting, mate. We'll look onto the next team together. I'm just going to have to turn my camera off because I need to get my password. I'm sure you guys don't want to see on my nostrils, so bear with me.
Right, so game week 24 deadline is Saturday, the 18th of February at 11 o'clock. So I go live at about 10 to 10, about an hour 10 minutes before deadline.
Yeah, I'll be on that deadline stream with you, so yeah, I'll pop on with you from the start probably. Fantasy, bear with me, mate. You carry on talking, and I can hear you, and I'll talk. I'm just trying to find for some reason it's just logged me out of my fantasy football. I have to re-log in, so bear with me.
Tom, join a public classic league. 20 teams max from now. You will start from this week with 19 others on 0 points together. So it is fair, and you will learn better. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point, Amani. It's a good point. But next season, I will make sure that everyone has the code well in advance and stuff.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's weird. Okay, I'm back with you. So, Wilco's Wonders. Do you know what? I'm glad I've picked up with him because he started off like a house in fire, didn't he?
Yeah, McAllister. Yeah.
Yeah.
McAllister made one transfer this week, 61 points. Sanchez with 2, Trippier with 2, Shaw with 12, Dan Burn with 2. Again, he's gone for 2 Newcastle boys in his back 3. That's what's cost him there. Midfield of Martinelli with 5, Grubb with 2, Odegaard with 4, Rashford with 8. He's got a front 3 of Haaland with 20, who is captain. Kane with 2, Nonto with 2.
Yeah, he's definitely engaged. I've noticed though that he's kind of been dropping down a bit, hasn't he? But he's still trying, but he has dropped down the league, so I've noticed.
Ward got 3 points this week. Almiron got 10. Verba got 1. Gabriel got 3 on his bench.
When your first subs 10 points, that's really frustrating.
That would have been a good bench boost, wouldn't it?
Well, also you wanted someone not playing, i.e. an attacker or forward like Nonto, and then you would have got all those armour on points. There's no better feeling than picking a player in your first 11 who doesn't play, but then your player who you put first on your bench all of a sudden gets all the points, and then it comes off the bench. I love that feeling. Love it. Yeah, it's his defence, I think, that's let him down. And his midfield. Part of his midfield, yeah, his midfielders. So, yeah, just a bit of an average week, that one.
Tom Rogers says, I'm picking my favourite defenders. Ayling, Verba, Martinez, Keane and Firpo.
Keane? Good luck with that defence, mate. You can only pick 3, remember, 3 players. You got to think tactical, Tom. You got to think who's going to get me the most points, assists, goals, clean sheets. How you doing, Inky?
Hope you're doing well, mate. So well done, McAllister. Keep going, lad. I'm sure you'll be back. I'm sure you'll be bouncing back.
Yeah, like I say, he's an engaged manager, so I know he'll keep trying. But I have noticed that he started really well. Sometimes you get in these ruts and it's hard to get out of.
Liam, channel member, got 85 points this week. Well, 81, because of his 4-point transfer penalty. Pope in net with 3, Trippier with 2, Kilman with 2, James with 2. That's a really poor defensive week for points. 9 points out of the 4 players.
Yeah. James, it's interesting he brought James in. That's quite interesting.
De Bruyne 15, Odegaard 4, Saka 15, Rashford 8. It's not a bad midfield.
Yeah.
Haaland with 30, we made captain. Kane with 2, Nonso with 2.
Yeah. Actually, he's actually done pretty well. I mean, he would have been like me with Haaland, just dying for something to come through.
Look at his bench. He had Almeida on bench.
Did I talk him to drop him as well?
We were trying to talk him into selling him.
Yeah, I was like, you don't want Almeida on. And then I wish he was on the stream because that would be beautiful.
Ward with 3. That's probably why he ain't come on. Almeida on with 10. Lewis with 0. Keep telling him about that player, but he don't listen. Tanganga with 1.
Yeah, that's 14 points on the bench, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of points on bench, Liam, when you watch this back, or if you're watching it now or whatever you're doing.
And to make it even worse, you're now behind me.
Yep. Yep. So well done, Liam. Right, Russell, your moment has come, sir.
Wait there. I'm just checking. If I'm not right, I've got the most points out of everyone. I better enjoy this, haven't I? Not many times this has happened recently. I've had 3 good weeks, actually. So, yeah, triple captain played. I didn't tell anyone, but I felt like I had to use it and get it out of the way. So that's 1 chip done. Kepa in goal, 2 points. Shaw really came through for me, but obviously that really helped me in fantasy, but it was horrible in reality. So, yeah. Trippier 2. Bruno, only 1, but I was happy anyone came on. Him and Azpilicueta are real problems for me right now, and I still can't find my way to fix them because I still have other problems. So, yeah, those 2 are frustrating me, but thankfully he got a point. De Bruyne, thank God, in the second game, the harder game came through. Martinelli, disappointing 5. Rashford, 8, again against Leeds. I'm glad I went with Andreas because I was unsure with him and Somerville, but he got a good assist, so I'll take that. The key to 6 points, K2. And thankfully, I was really worried going into the last 10 minutes of that game last night. Haaland only had an assist. So that goal made all the difference. Plus, it came from De Bruyne. On the bench, Ward 3, Somerville 2, Azpilicueta 0, Patterson 0. The bench is quite messy, but I think Patterson should be back soon. So hopefully that might be an option. So I probably won't get rid of him because that red flag will go, I think, soon. But Azpilicueta is a problem for me, which I got to sort out. So 89 points is pretty good, but with a triple captain play, looking at everyone else's scores, it's not that amazing. It's good, but not amazing. It could have been really amazing, but Haaland came off, didn't he, at half-time against... Who did they play? Villa, didn't they? So, yeah. Yeah, and in that game, there was a couple of opportunities. I think Gundogan could have squared it to Haaland. He took a shot, and all he had to do was square it to Haaland, and he scored. So, yeah, frustrated.
But well done for getting your points on your triple captain, Bill.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I mean, I watched the FPL show straight after. I watched an FPL show, I think it was Andy's, and it were all doom and gloom because they thought we were out injured. Didn't think we were going to make the Arsenal game out.
Yeah, I was worried about that as well. Yeah.
So you've done.
But yeah, I was really happy. Yeah, I was even because obviously De Bruyne, he was only on 2 points. I thought he was going to do more against Villa, but it was Mahrez who hurt me. So I had a really. It's actually last night's game. Was it last night? Yeah, last night's game was the one that's done well. So yeah,
really good game. I enjoyed it as well. I enjoyed the first half. I thought Arsenal played probably the best football they've played since the day when they won it in 2004.
It's just frustrating watching how teams, good teams play football. Then you have to watch Leeds sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I said to you in that message. It was frustrating.
Yeah, they make it look easy, don't they?
Leeds. Well, that's why I thought we were going back to Premier League so we could play like against teams like that. But we've got no chance yet, have we?
The quality's too good to get round us. So, but yeah, good week. I'm happy with that. And plus, it's really closed me on you. I've got you. You got me breathing right down your back now, Stu. Right.
Well, I've always said this. I'm a newbie to fantasy football, so you should be absolutely wiping floor with me.
That's true,
Really.
actually. Yeah, you have done well. Can't deny it.
Yeah. You know, it's I only got 70 points this week, but I took some points. I made 3 transfers. So in theory, I got 62 points because I took the 8-point hit.
Yeah.
Aspilicueta with 2, Trippier with 2, White with 3, Robertson with 5.
Robertson
So I
came
try
through for you.
mixing it up a bit, one from each team, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, because I was thinking about, if sometimes if you double up or triple up, it can either go good or bad. So I thought, well, I'll go in between and just get individual players. But it didn't pay off. It really didn't. Odegaard with 4, Rashford with 8, Fernandes with 3, Mitoma with 2, De Bruyne with 15.
Not me, me, though.
Eddie Nketiah with 6, and Captain Allen with 20. My bench ain't too bad. 3 with Ward, 2 with Aguerd, 1 with Rutter, 0 with Patterson.
Yeah. What do you what are you thinking with Rutter? Because he's quite a lot of money.
Well, I keep telling myself not to do it, but I've already made some transfers this week.
Oh, he's cracked already. He's cracked already.
Oh, I'm like a kid with a toy shop. I see that one transfer, and that one transfer leads into 2 transfers, then maybe 3. Do you know what I mean?
So in theory, I'm already ahead of you now, aren't
I? But do you know what? I keep telling myself I've got this amount of points in game week 23. So if the average above average, I'm above average. So if I wasted another 8, I can strengthen my team and get ready for game week 25.
One thing I'll say to everyone: don't ever give your credit card to Stu.
I'll tell you something, guys. If I were in charge of Leeds United, Gakpo would have been fruit door. Chelsea Ketchler would have been fruit door. Rodrigo De Paul would have been fruit door.
You'd have put it on everyone's credit card.
Yeah, well, yeah, run it. Yeah, well, yeah, it would go on club's credit card, so I won't be so bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as what Ridsdale did. I wouldn't feed up books to get any money for myself, bro.
No.
I definitely make sure that I spend money on club, 100%. Yeah. Gakpo will be fruit door. Rodrigo will be fruit door. Matthias Cunha would have been fruit door. You know, we would have had the right squad by now.
But would have been
in debt.
Yeah, we got bust.
Squad.
Yeah, next season we got bust though.
yeah. It was fun while it lasted, sort of thing. Kane's Tom Rogers. Kane's a pretty good. Kane don't get picked for Everton. He hasn't been picked in a long time. But Kane for Everton. Tom, you know, I've always liked Firpo. I think Firpo's doing better. Firpo's been getting better game by game since the Cardiff game, I think.
It'll be interesting to see if in fantasy football Firpo, because Stewart's back in it, so it'll be interesting to see if he keeps his place against Everton. So, right,
let's have a look at Darren Higgins. He got 8 points this week.
The Higgins family are they're like a family mafia, aren't they? In fantasy football, they're both near the top.
Yeah. He got 80 points this week. He took a man. Well, no, sorry. He got 76. He got 76 points this week because he took a -4 points hit with reusing 2 transfers instead of the 1. He had Kepa in goal with 2, White with 3, Trippier with 2, Dunk with 2, Andreas with 6, Saka with 15, Rashford 8, Mahrez 14.
Mahrez is not playing, did he? He had one really good game, and then he was awful against Arsenal.
Kane with 2, Nketiah 6, and Haaland captain 20.
Yeah,
he's a funny player, this Mahrez, you know. He's only got 1 foot though, hasn't he? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's a good player, but he's had a really good 4 last game weeks. But I was a bit worried about him last night, but he was awful last night, really bad.
Goalkeeper on bench, he had Ward with 3, Almiron with 10, that hurt him. Cucurella with 2, and Stones with 0.
Yeah, that first sub is Almiron. That's a stinker, isn't it?
Let's catch up with some comments. Botman is only 4.4 mil. Great cheap pick in defence. He is a great pick. Thanks again, Amani. I swapped Kane out for Botman.
Yeah, that's a good question. Tom, you can always ask people in the comments as well for help because they'll all play it as well.
Amani says, I would love to go shopping with Stu.
Yeah, I think every woman would. Are you paying? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pay, don't worry.
That's why do you think Silicate's why do you think Silver's happy when I'm in house all the time?
Because you're paying for her stuff.
Well, that I pay for. I buy some junk. Honest, I used to be a bugger for Amazon. Every day, someone come through the door. Someone come. That's why. She said it still does happen like that, but I don't buy as much rubbish anymore.
That's why Amazon is the biggest company in the world almost now.
Yeah, because I'm helping them with the bloody profits. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't tell you how much this laptop I'm getting is going to cost.
I hope it works.
Well, it's coming from Curry's, so it bloody better work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm getting it from Curry's PC World, so I'm looking forward to that. Must be confusing Keamy somebody else. I tell you what, Everton, Tadowski and Cody aren't bad, but they're just, you know what I mean? They're solid centre backs, and they seem to, get assists and goals for everyone.
Well, I think what's happening is a lot of. I mean, it's funny how players become in vogue and in fashion. Tarkowski, no one was speaking about 2 weeks ago, but now a lot of the big fantasy football people are talking about him because Everton played 25, I think, and they might have a double game week. And he's cheap, and he's quite good on set pieces, i.e. scoring goals from headers and that. So now Tarkowski's like a hot player, but he's probably someone you'll own for a couple of weeks then dump quite quickly.
You see, yeah, that's something at least you're going to have to be careful with is Sean Dyche's set pieces. It'll go one to back post, flicked on, and then Cody will flick it on to Dusky, will get a header away, or vice versa.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be very nervous. I mean, I was nervous against Forest and we lost that. It gets to the point now, which is scary for Leeds, for me personally, where if we keep losing, I'll stop caring in a weird way. I think we're just going to get relegated. It's good that you're nervous right now because we've got something to fight for, but it's getting to the point where I'm just like, oh, we've lost again. We've lost again. And that's bad because you've just accepted it.
Yeah. Yeah, we look... We'll go into a bit more detail really to end, but we can't. Nothing but 6 points will be enough.
Yeah.
Anything less than that would be a disaster in his next 2 games. So that were Darren's side. This is Lily's friend who used to go to school with Lily, Harvinder.
He's
doing really well, really, really well. And he only lives down the road from us.
Yeah, we've got to try and rein these players in because there's about 60 points between Top and me. So I've got a lot of catching up to do with some of these players, I'll tell you.
Well, Harvinder got 84 points this week.
Yeah. Made
1 transfer. Edison in net, Trippier, Shaw and Peru. In his back 4, they got 18 points in his defence. If you're 21 with his goalkeeper. He has a midfield 5 of Andreas, Gakpo, Rashford, Enzo Fernandez, Kevin De Bruyne, 15, 6, 8, 8, and 6. Yeah. Not bad for the midfield. And obviously Captain Kane at top with 20. His bench is a bit... I'm surprised he hasn't used a bench boost yet.
I'm surprised he didn't play Tony, actually, looking at this.
Yeah, Raya with 6, me with 2, Tony with 9, Ings with 1. He's getting ready for... But he's going to get... I think he's going to transfer Ings out, bring someone else in and put his bench boost, I think.
Well,
Looks like he's getting ready for his bench boost.
18 points off the bench is good. So that would be a good bench boost. That.
Yeah, that is I'm pleased for him because he's a lovely little lad. You know what I mean? You see, Lee is a double Lee. That's what he is. You know,
he's an engaged manager
in the philosophy and stuff in life. So well done, Avinda. Yeah, he's got the same philosophy as Lee. They went to the same schools and stuff, learned the same way.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'm pleased for him. Hermione says Brighton and Brentford have got some cheap options in defence. Yeah, low to mid-price players. Newcastle and Arsenal options are good choices too.
Well, if you look up, I think Tom Rogers has put his midfield in. He's actually telling us who he signed. We can critique his midfield.
Gakpo, McKennie, De Bruyne, Joelinton, Salah. So how much money have you got left for your strikers then? Now we've all in lot. I can't wait to see who he brings in his attack.
Yeah, be interesting.
I like that mid-tom, very pricey. Need some cash for strikers too, remember. Good point, Amani.
Well, we'll see what he comes up with.
Right, so now look at this. Richie's been closed down massively.
He's been ahead for ages, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he's been slowly reeled in now, hasn't he? So, Richie, you're going to have to really start thinking about who's catching you up now. We said that we're coming for Liam. Liam said that we're coming for you.
Yeah, we need to catch up with him because he's been ahead for ages.
Yeah, week 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah, I know. We need to rein him in.
He made 2 transfers, -4 points. So we got 80 points this week. Kepa, White, Trippier, Shaw. So that that's 19 points in defence and including goalkeeper. Almiron with 10, Odegaard with 4, De Bruyne 15, Rashford 8. He's got a really good midfield. Yeah. Really, really good, solid midfield. Haaland with 20 and Nketiah with 6, Kane with 2. Ward with 3, Trippier, Andreas with 6, Lewis with 1, Bueno with 1.
Yeah, so Andreas on the bench is a bit annoying. You what, sorry?
Yeah. Go on, Russell.
No, you go first, mate.
There we go. I've said. So his bench, is that he didn't lose too much on bench, did he? What, 10 points?
Yeah, it's not too bad. So,
Russell, you played this game a lot.
Yeah.
Average points on bench. What's a good score off at bench apart from 0, obviously?
What do you mean? What's a good score off the bench? What if
not to go above?
4 out of 4. Yeah, if you've got 4 points on the bench, that's quite annoying. I think each player. 3, I think you get away with, but I think 4 upwards I'd find that quite frustrating to have that on my bench.
So so basically you're saying something like 9 10 points and below is a good score from your bench.
Oh, do you mean overall? I thought you meant what do you mean? Sorry, do you mean
overall altogether?
Oh, what was the question again? Sorry, I thought you meant,
what's your maximum points you should have on your bench overall altogether? What shouldn't you go over? Say it's a good bench.
To say it's not a good bench in the sense of it's frustrating to have all those points on the bench. Yeah. I think if you've got about 8 points on your bench, I think that's annoying. You know what I'm saying? I find that frustrating. If I've got 8 points or above sat on my bench, to me that's quite frustrating.
Right, fair enough.
So fair enough. If you get over 10 plus, that's really annoying. So yeah. But then again, it might be good if you use a bench boost because you've got a few points on your bench. Some people, what they do, everyone plays it differently. Some people have quite strong benches because they know that if anything goes wrong, like Pep Guardiola isn't starting picking players. They know they'll have some good. The problem with people like me is I'm running a risk that if people don't get picked, I could end up with not 11 players playing. That's the problem. Yeah. So, yeah.
I want to ask you something when now that we've finished all the teams. But well done, Richie, for leading way again.
Yeah.
Well done, Richie. You're keeping engaging, which is brilliant to see.
And it's a really strong league. I actually think that everyone in it's done really well. Even the people who are frigging picking players, they've all done. If you look at the scores, everyone's in like 70s, 80s. It's good. Everyone's done quite well. So it shows that everyone's kind of getting stuck in. And it's actually our little section between like 7th and 4th. I think that's more exciting than the top 3. If you look from 4th place down to 7th, look how tight that is. That's like a right little map.
987 to 949.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's less than 40.
No, points. No. 975 to 987. So between 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, there is 12 points.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? It's close league. And if you look at the top, even the top, he isn't pulling away with it as much anymore in Richie. So it proves that he can catch him up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He did have a good week with his points, though. But it's 10:44 and 10:23. So,
yeah, I have got in my head. I've got to beat this Higgins. They're like the Cray twins. It's like I've got to break this underworld grip on London they've got. Yeah, they both of them are quite well up there. So yeah, we need to start dismantling it a bit, I think.
I've got a bit left. Need to go back and make some changes because I've got too many Leeds players.
Yeah, you'll make loads of changes, mate. I take my advice.
It depends on how your team does. If you play, if your players score high, then it does not matter. But if you have 1s and 2s in your team and the bench players have above 3, then you need to rethink your team.
Yeah, it's very frustrating when you've got players on the bench who are outscoring your. But that's also why we love fantasy football, because it's trying to preempt and predict things, isn't it? So.
Right, Russell. Most of the top players, and I mean the top 100 who play fantasy football, but the teams are very much similar.
Yes.
How do you pull away and win if your teams are all roughly the same? Because you're never gonna drop Haaland, are you? You're never gonna take the captaincy away from Haaland.
I guess what makes the big difference is if you can see a player and preempt something before everyone else and get a couple of maybe one good week or a couple of good weeks of them before everyone jumps onto that player. I guess it's about trying to predict the patterns. It's like last season, I predicted Fernandes and I put him as captain and no one really owned him. And he came through with like a lot of points for me. And it gave me a huge, and it was just looking at the fixtures, thinking of a player that not having a good season, but going, do you know what? My instincts are I'm going to take a punt on that, and it came through. So most teams will be similar, but you'll get the odd. It's literally probably comes down to about 2 or 3 players that can make a difference. If you see what I'm saying.
Because next season, I want to take this more serious than this season. If there's any such win as that. What I mean by that is I want to strategize and with chips and when to play them and when not to play them.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, next season, we're all going to go Haaland again as captain.
But are we? It depends how expensive he is. Do you pick one player over, I don't know, a couple of really good players?
Well, Haaland is on. I mean, he's well and truly leading way with points, isn't he?
Let's have a look.
No one's getting anywhere near him.
It'd be hard not to pick him, but 180. What's saying? Kane's only 31 points behind him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't know. I know what you're saying, but if Haaland comes in at a ridiculous price, there will be people out there who won't pick him and maybe just pick a stronger whole team. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the unit is better than the individual. So you'd have to be brave, but there is people that would be brave.
You see, I like taking risks as much as anybody. I'm a madman, you know what I mean? But I do want to try to take it more serious next year. And I mean, my target this year, believe it or not, would getting 100 points, scoring 100 points, and I've done that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get as close to the top 1 million as I could.
Yeah.
Overall, and I think I'm in that now.
Well,
I think
if you're ahead of me, you're in it. Yeah, definitely.
Well, next year I want to get. I want to set a new target. What I want to reach.
Yeah, but I think you've done really well this year, Stu. Yeah. Oh, wait there. Bring up Tom's. Oh, we can't have this. No, Tom. No.
You got to spend. Saying that though, do you know something? I've got 3.3 million of it left.
Yeah, but we've been playing it. Tom's picking from scratch. He can't have all. He has to. He's got to have his money. He can't have 3 million left. You can't. You surely that money can go somewhere, Tom. Surely.
Who's your attackers, Tom?
He's telling us now. He's telling us.
Goalkeepers is Edison and De Gea. I would have said, let's have a look. Right, I'm going to share the screen. Let's have a look. Where am I? Right, good. Right. Let's start. Let's share screen.
What you should do, Stu, is you should go onto your homepage with your team, press the X against all your players, yeah. And so, like, you're transferring all your players out, but don't confirm it, obviously. And every player he tells us, you should then... no, tell us your team, Tom, because what we're going to do is we're going to look at your team visually on the screen. So you go to transfers. Yeah.
Right. Transfers.
Yep. Then if you go X every player, and what we'll do is we'll put Tom's team in, and then I think it's better to look at that visually, but obviously don't confirm anything. He's put in De Gea and Edison, so you would pick De Gea and Edison to start. Select replacement. Yeah.
Goalkeepers, he's gone De Gea and
Edison.
Select replacement.
And
why am I feeling nervous?
Yeah, whatever you do, Stu, do not press confirm.
Yeah.
But you can be like
De Gea and Edison.
Yeah, so that's his first two. And while we're waiting, you can carry on clicking this, make more space in your team.
This is making me nervous.
Don't worry. You can't do anything because you have to confirm it, and you're not going to confirm it. All you've got to do is once this is done, all you've got to do is then just
come away from it.
Yeah, just go into the top left-hand corner and it'll reset. So don't worry, you will not be confirming anything unless you confirm it yourself, which you won't.
Right. So that's right. His defenders is. Right, so let's defenders. Let's go.
While you're doing that, I'm going to make a quick cup of tea.
Right, so select replacement. Defenders is gone for Todosky. Martinez. Todosky. I'd play him. Select replacement. Martinez, Man United. Martinez, add player. Todosky, Martinez. Verba, select replacement. Leeds. Verba, add. Botman and Robertson. Select replacement, Botman and Robertson. Botman, add player, and Robertson. Select replacement, Liverpool, Robertson, add player. Right, so that's that Robertson. Now it's his midfield. It's select player. Midfield has got Gakpo on it. Gakpo. We'll have to do it for this water. Let's do it through teams, guys. Let's do it through teams. Sorry, it's so midfield Gakpo, Liverpool. Midfield. Gakpo midfield, add. McKennie. Select replacement. Leeds. McKennie. McKennie. De Bruyne. Joe Linton and Saka. Let's do Arsenal while I'm here. Saka. Newcastle. Add player. Attackers in Bramwell. So that's Brighton. Not Brighton, Brentford, idiot. Brentford. Right, and Bramwell. Add. Haaland and Monto. British star player. And Nonto. Leeds. But then he says that he swapped Pope for De Gea. So take away Pope, remove add Select replacement. Goalkeeper. Pope. Add. And it leaves you. And right, hang on a minute. So then you swapped Trippier for Tudosky. Right, so let's take out Trippier. Let's take out Tudosky, remove player. Select replacement. Trippier for Tudosky. You brought in Trippier, haven't you? He's silly, so I am. Trippier. And what else did you do? Oh. Right, well, he's got 400,000 left. I've done exactly the same as it. Like too many players from Newcastle. Oh wait, ignore that. Too many players from Newcastle. Damn.
Now, whatever you do, Stu, don't confirm it. You'll have minus 44 points, and the same team as Tom.
So there you go. So that's his team. Pope in net, Pope and Edison in goal. Robertson, Martinez, Trippier, Botman, Verba.
Right.
Gakpo, Saka, De Bruyne, McKennie, Joelinton.
Okay.
And Bramo, Haaland, Monto.
What about Madman? Well, I mean, straight away. Just go up. Let's have a look. Right, take my advice. What you need, Tom, you don't need 2 premium goalkeepers, does he?
No.
No. You want one main keeper.
Pick one of them.
Yeah, pick one, get rid of the other. You don't need 2. You don't need 2. So get rid of one, and I'll put Ward in from Leicester. Because you've got to remember, you're not going to play 2 keepers, and keepers are probably the least important player on the pitch, to be honest with you. And that saves you some money. Hey, do you like my cup, Stu? See that?
Mr. Leeds.
Yeah, it's a Mr. Men cup.
It should have BBC Radio in front of it.
You are... Yeah.
He's a radio star. He's Russell.
Yeah, bloody radio star.
She says two school players disgusting. And then
there you go. That's good. Now you're thinking, Tom. That's what you want. Yeah, Ward's a good option. I'd go for Ward because who are you keeping? So he's going to keep Edison. Okay. Oh, add Ward for yeah. He's keeping Edison.
No. Oh yeah, right. So remove Pope and add Ward. Select replacement. Goalkeepers. Ward. You see, how come I've got 3.2 million left still?
Well, he has in theory, hasn't he?
No. Yeah, he might have.
Oh, actually, wait there. Yeah, what he's doing, actually, yeah. You got to remember, it's your team value, isn't it? So you'll have more money than what he's got to play with.
Yeah, because I think
you've been playing. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that's true. And I never thought of that. Yeah, that's why, isn't it? Yeah. But we can get a rough idea of what he's thinking, can't we?
Not a bad team, though, is it? Edison in net. Are you going with a back 4 or a back 3 or a back 4? Tom, what would you do with that? I'd go back 4. I'll go back 3. Martinez, Robertson. Trippier, Verba, and Robertson. That'd be my back 3. If I'm going to go back 4, I'd add Botman to it.
Yeah, he's going back 3. So
Robertson, Trippier, and Verba. Or would you have Botman or Martinez in there?
Martinez is an unusual pick, isn't he? Yeah, you don't see him in many teams. I can't believe he's a central defender. He's like, what? He's like 5'8". He's crazy.
He's really good. But do you know something? he uses his body in other ways. He's a dirty little defender, I know that.
Yeah. So
in midfield, I'm assuming he'd have 5 in midfield, be 3 at back, wouldn't he? Or would he go 4 and 3?
I thought he'd go 3-4-3.
3-4-3. Well, midfield. I mean, it's got a good, strong midfield there.
Out of that, I'll keep Joe Linton, De Bruyne, and Saka, and Gakpo, and get rid of McKennie.
You won't keep McKennie in?
Not personally. But then again, it depends.
Not for FPL points.
You what, sorry?
You've got to think about FPL points, haven't you? Not the player.
Yeah, I don't think McKennie's going to get that much. So I think Joe Linton might, because he's a bit more attacking.
Robertson is a lot of money to have on a bench.
Yeah, well, I'd pick Robertson, Trippier, and Botman, and I'd have Martinez and Vobra on the bench, personally.
What, you 4.5 million?
So I'd go 3-4-3, and then you might have a bit more money to spend for probably a better forward. Oh, his back three would be Martinez, Vobra, and Botman. Wow, madman. You don't want to get rid of Robertson, Tom. They've got a double game week coming up. Robertson's they've not had a good season, but they're still attacking. You know, you remember you get points for assists, you get points for goals, and you get points for clean sheets. Now Liverpool won't get you points for clean sheets, but they might get you points for assists. And Robertson's very attacking.
Can you explain to Tom what double game week is?
Double game week is simply like when a team plays twice in one fantasy week. So let's say there's an FA Cup fixture, and they don't play 1 week, but they'll play 2 games in another week. So what you want to do is have as many of them players in the double game week. So I had Haaland, and I made him captain because he was playing twice. So yeah, it's as simple as that, really.
So he'd put Botman and Verber on bench, bit sound of it, then with Robertson and Trippier on the wings.
Yeah, well, like I say, so I mean, hey Stu, do you remember when you didn't know even how to change formation? Did you remember that? Yeah. So this is how far Stu's come. He doesn't even think about that. So you can play 3-5-2, 3-4-3, 4-4-2, 4-5-1. It depends how you want to. The good thing with you, Tom, right now is you're in a position where you can play around with it. But any advice I give to someone is always think attack probably gets you more points. So for me personally, and I said this to Stu when he started, I prefer fullbacks, I prefer attacking midfielders, and obviously strikers. So you don't want defensive midfielders, and I personally shy away from central defenders. But then again, central defenders can get you points from corners and stuff, can't they? Or free kicks, goal from that. I don't know. I prefer fullbacks personally.
Did De Bruyne get extra points for man at match yesterday? He will have done more.
Who, sorry?
De Bruyne got man at match, didn't he?
Yeah, he got 3 bonus points. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you pick a player, every game, one player will get 1 point, 2 points, or 3 points, or maybe sometimes it's last night there were 2 players who got 2 points, and then De Bruyne got 3. Because I thought I was going to get an extra point for Haaland, but they didn't give it to him. So players will get ranked, and you might get extra points out of your player. So, but for a first pick, I don't think it's that bad.
No, it's all right. That's a good thing.
I always think, Tom, it's best if you're starting a new team. I would always try and spend your money the best you can. And to have 1.9 million left, you probably want to put that in your team somewhere. But you got a lot. Play around with it. Figure out your formation. And go from there. But for your first choice, it's not too bad.
And the best thing about it is it's his first season. So use this time to experiment and
enjoy.
Pressure on you. There's no pressure on you.
Yeah, if you join the league and you play around with it, it's not about how well you do. It's about you learning how it works. How the points work. You can make a transfer each week. So let's say you make a transfer next week, you have one transfer for week, but let's say the week after you don't make any transfers and you roll over the transfer, you'll have 2 transfers, but you can't go beyond 2 transfers. You can't have 3 transfers. You can only ever have 2. So you can't roll over and keep building up your transfers because they will only allow you to have 2 free transfers. So every week you'll get a free transfer, if you see what I'm saying.
Well, I also now that I've got into it a bit more, is I'm looking at players, what I bought them for, what I can sell them for, trying to make them profit as I go along the lines as well.
Well, look at Harmony. She sold Gatko for 8 million and brought him back for 7.7.
Yeah, 0.3 million. It makes a big difference.
Usually that doesn't go that way, but this time it has. So yeah, players increase up and down.
Increase and decrease in value. So it's a trading game as well if you think about it.
Yeah, I think why I like it is quite tactical, and I'm quite tactical. So it makes you think, and thinking is a good thing. You have to think ahead. You have to kind of look at stats and figures. You have to go with instinct. Sometimes you have a feel for it yourself. I don't think there's any harm in if you feel like something's going to go right for a player, or your spider senses are telling you, I'm going to take a punt. It's not a bad thing to do that. I go for that sometimes.
And as from next season, the fantasy football, between me and Russell, we'll be doing more than 2 videos a week. So we might discuss defenders one episode, midfielders, attackers, goalkeepers, especially coming up, in pre-season. And as soon as the it comes out, we'll do a special on value players and stuff. It'd be interesting to see what value they're going to put on Haaland and what value they're going to put on De Bruyne. And Son might start depreciating in value as well.
Yeah, he hasn't had a good season, has he?
No.
Ian Barron's here, Mr. Darlington FC.
Bring back table football. It's far easier. I used to love playing Sabutio.
That's funny.
I don't know where have I gone. Right, Amani says, Tom says that it's got 1.9 mil left. Should I spend more of it or leave it? It depends.
No, he's already done. No, he's already done it. If you go down further, he's already said something a bit later on.
Right, he's put Gabriel in for Botman. Brilliant. Well done, Tom. Well done. I am usually a 3-5-2, but
Harmony's helping as well in the comments. So it's good that Harmony's kind of guiding him as well. What I would say, Tom, is listen to what we're all saying and try and pick up the best you can. But when the stream's finished, just have a play around with your team and then join the league. You can make as many transfers as you want up until 11 o'clock on Saturday. Each week there's a deadline, so you'll get used to it. You'll get used to the layout, and if you watch our fantasy thing, the more you kind of watch what we're doing and how the screen looks, you'll get used to it quick. Oh, he's got Martinelli in for Joe Linton.
Well, that's not a bad shout either. But he come off, didn't he? He come off the sub yesterday, which is unusual. I mean, I did watch AFTV, Arsenal Fan TV yesterday. That's always good for a laugh when they lose.
Yeah.
When they're winning, the best team in the world. When they're losing, it's Arteta out sort of thing. So it's funny. But they've been saying that lately that Martinelli's fallen off of it a bit.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I would say this time get Odegaard, not Martinelli. Get Odegaard. If I was in your like Harvey said, Odegaard's guaranteed more minutes. It's not good, Tom, if you have a player and they're getting subbed a lot. You want people who play 90 minutes. And if I could get rid of Martinelli, I would, but I'm not in that position right
now. Zinchenko is my Arsenal defender, very attack-minded he is. And Odegaard is a better choice for me. Right, so we've done his FPL. we've caught up with all that, mate. I think we've done well.
Yeah,
we've done it in 1 hour 41 minutes. We're getting better.
I think what we'll do on the fantasy deadline stream, we'll talk about what we're doing that day, but we might just have a little look ahead because it'll be interesting because after this one, we're going to fall into some doubles. So, we can start have a little touch on that, can't we?
Yeah, and when I feel more confident, Russell, like say if there's like a deadline week coming up, I'll do a quick 5-10 minute video explaining it and then uploading it to the channel.
Yeah,
but we'll start that from next season, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Like I say, next season it's going to be next season is going to be good because everyone's going to be a bit better at the game.
Yes,
and also we're going to be more focused on fantasy football, aren't we? In simple terms,
going to be a lot more on fantasy football, 100%. Yeah.
So, Tom, keep playing around with it. But I think from what I'm reading and what you're writing, and what the advice you're getting from me and Stu and the people in the comments, especially Harmony's helping you, you'll be fine. Just kind of enjoy it. Just enjoy yourself and just try and get used to it, the layout, because it's very confusing when you don't really understand it for the first time. It does look really hard, but once you get used to it, it's very addictive. It's a lot of fun, and you will find yourself getting when a player you own in fantasy football scores for you. Tell me what that feeling like, Stu, when you get a player you've picked and they've done well and they score in reality.
Yeah, it's good because it's good because you feel that you're getting true to your points. I don't do it deliberate, but I don't look at other people's table positions until we do this show. I deliberately.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I keep it so it's more of a surprise for me as well when we're doing it. It's more
I'm the opposite. I'm checking all the time. I'm like this.
Yeah, well, I want to be like that. I really do. Yeah, I really do. I want to be like that. But this season I want to keep it so it's
like a Kinder Egg surprise, but on a Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, it's like Christmas every week, then, isn't it?
Exactly. And one thing I will say, guys, is
Marcus T-shirt and Bruno mug. Marcus Rashford and Bruno Fernandes.
One thing I will say is that we will be doing a deadline show. What time do you think you're going to kick that off, Stu?
11 o'clock in it, so 10 to 10. I'm just going to let the dog have one man in his stock.
Yeah, so we're going to do a deadline show at 10 to 10 and talk about team news. We'll see if anyone makes transfers, what people are thinking, if people want to tell us if they're making transfers. I mean, I'm a bit more secretive, but we can, we can go through that and see what everyone's thinking.
It's like Amani says there as well. We've got to remind people about game week 25 and game week 27 too.
Yeah, but then a lot of things still haven't been confirmed yet. We're speculating, but we haven't had complete confirmation on yet, have we, on what's actually going on.
It's game week 25. I think it's game week 25 to Brighton, isn't it? Brighton's a double game week, I believe. It's Brighton.
Yeah, but also I don't think there's a lot of teams playing yet, but they've not been confirmed as not playing. So if you look at that, I think that it says, so look, 25. Yeah, there's loads of teams playing, but I don't know if there is going to be loads of teams playing, is there, from what I believe? So I think actually that it's not as many as you think, looking at that.
So Amani says both have been confirmed.
Oh, both have been confirmed. Okay, then. I was under the impression at 25 that there's going to be a lot of players that won't be playing, that look like they might be playing because of the FA Cup. So
a good website to go on is Premier League Scout. No, is it Premier League Scout?
Fantasy Football Scout.
Fantasy Football Scout, that's it. Fantasy Football Scout's probably one of the best go-to websites. That tells you all information as and when it happens. It's up to date as well. They're really good. They're really, really good at it, what they do. Now, I'll share the screen so people can see it. Yeah, it's been confirmed. Game week 27's been confirmed.
27.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about 25 though? I think 25 when there's going to be less teams playing, isn't there? I believe.
Share screen. Right, so this is the Fantasy Football Scout, www.fantasyfootballscout.co.uk. This is where you get all your information, all your team up weeks and stuff, and strategies to use. But the latest information is double game week 27 confirmed. When are the blank and double game weeks? Let's have a look at that. That might be advisable. So, teams affiliated with double game week 25 are Man United, Newcastle, Brentford, Brighton, who are blank, Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Wolves are all double. So Manchester United, Newcastle United, Brentford, Brighton are all blanked in game week 25.
Blanks?
Yep.
Yeah, but I think if you go on the they're still showing as playing, aren't they? So, or am I being stupid? Who's not playing? Did you say? Teams affected.
Man United, Newcastle, Brentford, Brighton. They're the 4 blanks according to
Oh yeah, ignore what I'm saying because they're not on the screen, are they? Yeah, 25. I think I was looking at it and I was thinking for some reason I thought almost teams were on it, but yeah, you're right. Basically, there's a load of teams that aren't playing in that week. Yeah.
Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, and Wolves are all double game weeks.
Yeah.
In game week 25.
And who's not playing? Brentford, Man City. No, who's not playing in that week?
Man United, Newcastle, Brentford, and Brighton.
Okay. Yeah. So, that's going to be an interesting week, isn't it? That one. I've actually not looked that far ahead right now. I think I'm going to see what I do this week. Then next, when you pick your team for next week, it will show you how many blanks I've got.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to try to do. One. I mean, Amani's well on it. You know what I mean? Amani will be really good. Should be good to get involved on this channel. I think. If she would run a little segment at show where she can discuss all this sort of like double game weeks and blank game weeks.
Newcastle versus Scunthorpe in the cup final. Your plank. It sounds like looks like I'm walking the plank right now.
I think we both walk it plank, Russell, mate. I think we both. So that is a good website, fantasyfootballscout.co.uk. Highly recommend it. And no, I'm not on any commission from them. I promise.
Well, I recommended them to you, didn't I?
Yes. Tom Rogers, picking my 11 and captaining now. My team is called the Bridlington Peacocks. No Newcastle, Scum, Brighton, or Brentford. Amani Fee as my director of football. The 100k left is Amani's. Yeah, I'll go shopping with Amani. She's got 100k left. I'll show her how to spend it. Don't you worry.
She should be called Harmony Alter.
Newcastle and Scum are in the cup final. You plank. I like that. I love it. I think it's funny. 4 doubles in 27 are Liverpool, Wolves, Brighton, Brentford confirmed.
Yeah, it's going to be getting quite tactical now.
So. That's where my skills are. That's where I am. That's where it's to say it separates the men from the boys. I'm inside up boys.
Well, yeah, you're ahead of me by 1 point. So
yeah, well, that'll change. Trust me, that's going to change now.
We'll see. I'm quietly confident. I'm quietly confident. I need to crack the Higgins. They're my targets right now. The Higgins.
I just want to keep in that top 1 million of players.
You're doing well, mate. Everyone's doing well. It's been it's good. And like you say, the more players we get involved, the better. So we want people asking questions in the comments. We want people learning how to play it. We want more players in the league. We want more people interacting with us. It's good for us guys when we're on the screen talking. But if you've got loads of questions or you're talking between yourselves and asking questions. That's even better, isn't it?
And it's good. It'll be brilliant. It'll be absolutely fantastic if everyone can join with it first month at season starting.
I think
no one's lagging behind.
Yeah, because this season we start the league halfway during it or something.
Game week 9.
Yeah, so I mean we're only going off game week, but once we start it from fresh, it'll feel like I say, because everyone will be quite experienced, and that's why it's good for someone like Tom. Is don't take it seriously, just learn for this last part of the season, basically.
A man is going to be a big player next season.
Yeah, well, like I say,
already thinking about game week 25 and 27.
She'll be a big player if she gets over this theory of not playing certain teams' players. She will never be challenging until she gets rid of that. Because at some point you have to pick Chelsea and Man United players, I'm afraid.
Leeds or Fulham will blank in game week 29 along with others.
Yeah, the FA Cup puts a big dent in it. Well, the cut-off date will be when the season starts. Yeah.
Should have a cut-off and a maximum number of teams next. How many teams can you have in the league? I'm not sure.
As many as you want. I'm in some teams, and I'm in some leagues, and they've got thousands and thousands. So, I mean, you wouldn't want to have to go through every team like we do today, because
if we ever get enough players from now to start next season, we might have to rethink how to do it.
Yeah. Well, you could just do your regulars teams, and you can literally browse up and down it and go, right, we'll check them, because there's a lot of people that might join the league, but they might not actually ever really come in and be in the comments, but they still might play.
A lot of them watch us because we broadcast on Twitter now as well.
Oh, okay.
So we're actually now on Twitter. It's been shown on Twitter.
Oh, so, right. Hello, Twitter.
Yeah. So that's where a lot of the new players have come from.
Yeah.
It's Twitter as well. And I did it by accident. I did it total by accident.
But I did see one of your comments said Twitch as well.
Yeah, I'm on Twitch. We're on Twitch as well, mate. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess it's weird for me because I just think you're on YouTube, so I forget that you can stream through.
I forget that I'm only on YouTube and all. That we're not just on YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah. Other than that, it's gone well. We've got 18, 17, 16, 15, about 15. There's about 15 participants in the 19 who play week in, week out.
Yeah.
And now to only have 4 dropping out from 19 ain't bad. It's not bad at all.
You always get people drop out, but I mean, I think we should just open it up and see how many you get. You could, just let it go, let rip.
I don't care about winning the league. It is about challenging myself and getting better. Exactly like Amani. I like this bit. What Amani's saying, though, this is a bit unfair. This is where Amani's getting it. Where she gets a bit upset. Like she gets paid off that when she gets into top 10. Then people might join that week, and then it pushes her right down to 14th.
Yeah, but wait, though, won't she? If they join, they have to join from 0, don't they?
No, to start from the points carry forward from the first week they did it.
Well, maybe me and you off camera, we can figure out if you can set limits that if you can join up to deadline, but can you shut the league down after, and then
yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we can do it like that where other people can't join. That's why I've got to sort it out for Tom.
Yeah.
For Tom to be able to join the league. So because I've only just realised that. You see, remember I'm new to all this as well. So I've only just realised that you could stop people joining as from now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what we'll do for next season is we'll hammer and try and get as many people in up until deadline date, and then we'll bring the barrier down then.
Yeah.
And then everyone starts. Yeah, then everyone starts at the same point, and you can't join after.
I think that's fair, and I think that's what annoys Amani, bless her.
Yeah. That's what we'll do then. Yeah, because I think that makes more sense. So
yeah, and I think that's what Amani's been trying to. The point Amani's been trying to get over.
Yeah, for some reason I thought if you join the league, you don't.
No.
Oh, okay.
Someone from game week 1 could be playing from game week 1, join the league now, and their points, whatever they've got up to this point,
okay.
So that's where Amani thinks it's a bit rotten.
No, that is fair. I didn't realise that happened. To be honest, I wasn't aware of that. We'll keep trying. No one else is going to be joining the league now, apart from Tom, and he's going to be on 0. But next season,
we'll have a cut-off point of, I don't know, say 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
Well, you could do it all the way up to deadline, can't you?
Yeah, but then maybe do a week or 2 afterwards.
What I would do is, as soon as it hits the deadline on the first game week, you cut it off them.
Right, yeah, that sounds fair.
So you literally, if they haven't joined, they can't. If they haven't joined by the deadline, they can't join after deadline.
I agree with that 100%. Yeah,
that's dead easy to do, isn't it? No one joins after deadline. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Do you play Draft League as well? Don't even know what that is, Tom. Draft League, is that NFL?
Yeah, I think I wouldn't have a clue how to play. You'd be the expert in that, Tom, from what I can make.
Didn't even know what it was called. I mean, I've heard of Draft League, but I've heard of NFL Draft, but I didn't know there were a league. I got up to 6 and lots of people joined, and I tumbled down due to them, like Happy has to.
Yeah, that is quite annoying. Yeah, don't worry, that won't happen next season because it'll only be the people that join up to deadline. So,
yeah, that's better for us all. So we shut it down that week of season start.
Yeah. So I completely agree, Harmony. You are what are they called? What's Harmony? She's the moderator. Is she
moderator of the channel. Yes.
So, yeah, don't worry, Miss Moderator. We will be. We'll be putting the drawbridge up like in medieval times, as from all the people trying to join. We'll have to put the drawbridge up and stop anyone trying to get over the bridge from the first game week.
Right. No. Right. The Draft Fantasy League is a player can only be selected by one manager.
Well, I've never heard of that.
It's on the Premier League site. I didn't know that.
No. Tom, you'd be the expert at that. We'll be asking you for advice. Saying that, I don't think I could join another thing. I'm so invested in fantasy football and doing the streams and then trying to sort my team out takes so much time. I don't think I could handle another one.
No, I'm in agreement with you. So the World Cup, it didn't interest me.
We didn't even bother doing it. We spoke about it and then I just thought I can't be bothered. It's too much effort. Yeah, it just didn't interest me.
And it were weird. It were weird how it were weird rules as well, how it worked.
Yeah, I just thought, nah. I just wanted to enjoy watching the World Cup without worrying about fantasy tours. So,
because it would have got even more complicated at knockout stages, because it would have been every time.
Yeah, not for me. Not for me. This is perfect. Perfect for me.
So we all know what we're doing well.
Yeah,
we all know what we're doing, but we've learned how to do it now. We've learned the basics. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and like I said, the good thing is it's good. It's competitive. It's fun, and everyone's kind of learning from each other. So, Harmony did the World Cup League. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't realise. No, well played. You came second in that.
I just couldn't get into it.
No, I didn't even try. I'll be honest with you. I just looked at it as a nice little break to enjoy time to myself over 6 weeks during the World Cup. You know, that's what I thought.
Well, have you got anything else you want to add, Russell?
No, I think we've gone through it. We've got the deadline stream to still talk a bit more, and then we'll look more into next week's fixtures because there's double game weeks coming in, and I think we could probably do the stream. Let's have a look at the fixtures. I think we could probably do it back because normally we do it on the Wednesday, don't we? But because there's been games played
on Wednesday night.
Wait there. 24 one game. Yeah, so we can do one next Wednesday, can't we? So we'll do a deadline Saturday, and we'll do Wednesday next week because there's no games played after Sunday, which has been quite weird, really, because that's not happened for a while, has it?
No, with double game week, it's hard to do a routine show because they play on that day.
Yeah. So the week after, we'll be doing a Thursday again because there's games on the Wednesday. Yeah, there's games on the Wednesday. So yeah. Usually it'll be Wednesdays, but it does get a bit complicated around now. So
I'm gonna have to try to talk Amani into getting a bloody if she hasn't already got one, a webcam, so she can film it, do like a mini section.
Yeah, well, that's up to you, mate.
And then we'll upload it to the channel.
I personally think Harmony loves being in the comments with a little spanner next to her name because she gives that. I was watching.
I can't see that on my screen. You see, I don't see that.
I can see that, yeah. But she's quite good because she helps out people in the comments as well.
Yeah, she keeps them in check and all. She doesn't take no nonsense, does she?
Take
what sort of, I can't think of anyone better than Amani to be moderator who doesn't take no nonsense off of newbies, shall we say?
But also make them feel welcome as well at the same time.
Oh man, he does. So you annoy her, then she'll, you know what I mean. But sometimes with Amani, she gets annoyed with me.
Firm but fair.
Fair. Oh, she's definitely firm. Yeah, she says we agree. That's how it goes. That's how you know what I mean. No, I'm only joking, Amani.
Well, if you can join us, Harmony, and anyone else who's watching, because the views have been interesting because they've floated between 4 and 9 viewers. So it's nice that we're not been talking to ourselves. So,
well, we've had a view. It'll be boring. We'd only have an hour and a half show, and it'll be done.
Well, actually, it's been quite weird because it's just been me and you. Normally, there's 4 of us on it, isn't there?
Yeah. That is funny when there's 4 of us.
Yeah. So next time, like say, usually we have both your sons on here. So, but it's obviously it's all dependent on, I've had things going on in the real world where I haven't been able to make a few streams, but you can't. How can you put it? That's life, isn't it? Simple. So, yeah. But if we can make the streams, we always will. But I'll definitely be on Saturdays.
Has there been any news from Leeds United camp about this Nottingham Forest game we've got to reschedule?
Not yet, no.
Because that'll be like a double game week for Leeds, won't
it? Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. That's a big game in reality as well because it'll be at home. We need to beat Forest. We have to beat Forest at home.
I mean, I was looking at the last 4 fixtures, and if we aren't safe before them last 4 games, I think we're in trouble. I think
we're, like I said to you off camera, I think we can get relegated this year. So, and what's frustrating is, I think what annoys me is everyone says about second season syndrome. Brentford aren't showing that. Why aren't Brentford in the relegation zone? They're meant to be struggling. It's their second season.
They're doing well, aren't they?
Yeah. And I think that just comes down to how your clubs run. They just. I think the thing with Leeds is we're so spontaneous, aren't we? It's attractive because it's crazy, but it's also it's quite erratic. So Brentford seem as a club a lot more stable than Leeds.
She always welcomes people, especially Kings Lynn fans, Chelsea fans.
Kings Lynn fans?
Yeah, Chelsea fans.
Oh, that's what she calls.
Yeah, Kings Lynn. Yeah. 32 might be the Forest game in double game week.
Yeah.
I guess it's that Nottingham Forest will be late March. There's the gap there.
Yeah, I think you'll find it'll drop in probably there, but we need to win it. Whoever we. Do you know what's really annoying is if Leeds got on a run and won 4 games, we might even just be safe doing that, but just can't pick up a win. It's just, when was that? I was thinking to myself only a couple of days ago.
November, I think, the last when we got.
I know. I can't remember the feeling when I felt good about Leeds. It just feels depressing all the time. It's just like, yeah, probably lose again. When you get in that rut and it just never feels like you're going to win.
You see, that's it. You see, it's easy to say, oh, 2 wins would be all right, would be safe. It's getting them, though, isn't it?
I still think we could have probably... I think we was 2-0 against Forest. We should have just gone 4-5-1. I swear we could have seen that game out if we just went really defensive. I mean, the danger is if you go really defensive and then they still score 2 goals, you're kind of screwed because you still have to play defensive. But at 2-0 up, I think we could have just really tried to, short dice our way to a win. Go 4-5-1 and just go, right, you've got to break us down and score 2 goals.
If the first goal's going to be crucial against Everton, they get it, that low block's coming.
I mean, thankfully, Calvert-Lewin's injured.
Yeah, but he was injured against Arsenal, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I don't care if he's not playing, that's a bonus. But do you know who I kind of fear for Everton? He doesn't come on and play. He's Gray, that winger, Damarius Gray. He's a good player, and I think someone like him against Leeds. I bet you anything he'll come on and do something against Leeds.
He will be as well. He don't do a lot unless it's he's got big team moment goals. Does that? He will be.
Yeah, I was surprised that the news coming out is that Cooper and Rocker might still be injured, and I'm like, what? How are they still injured? I mean, man, it's just so frustrating.
What do you think? I mean, are you happy with Scaballo's now being named as the manager?
Yeah, I think what will be interesting is it'll be interesting to see if he can repeat how well we're playing against Everton. If he does, there is an argument. We just go, well, we kind of messed up trying to find a manager. Let's just keep him. Why? Because I quite like how he's got his play in. I quite like the setup of it.
The worry I have, right, is if I'm backing him, I'm going to back Scaballo 100%. But it's a big gamble. Giving him a manager who's had no Premier League experience, not only a job in Premier League, but to bloody avoid us getting relegated.
Well, Burnley did it last year and it almost worked. But the problem if you're looking at Leeds and you're not a Leeds fan, you're looking at us going, yeah, you're getting rid because everything about us looks like relegation, doesn't it? We're losing against the teams around us. We've got no wins. We've sacked the manager. We've got an unknown in charge. It just, everything about it looks like we're going to get relegated. But I know what you mean. He's not good enough. But I do kind of like the fact he has got us playing simpler football and he's using wingers. I think I quite like how he's got us set up.
I mean, but the problem is though, right? I mean, I said this in preview what I did. Well, on Lee's channel, on Lee's show on his channel, what we did, and I says it's all right raising your game against Man United. Me and you could do that. We'd love to beat Dugout. We'd want to beat Man United. We'd be desperate to beat Man United. But these players, we've seen them raise the game against likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United. It's the teams where you think that that form should get us through it, but we seem to struggle against teams like Nottingham Forest and Everton. We struggle a bit run teams, if that makes sense. Now, I'm hoping that Scaballo can change it round. I mean, this is why I'm backing him. It ain't his fault he's been put in this position. It's down to club's bloody lack of, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, they thought they were going to get Cobraham, didn't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, we haven't got any other option but to back him. But what I'm trying to say is, from what I've seen against Man United, because I think we should have probably got a result against them at home, is what I'm saying is I still quite like how he set us up. I like the fact we're not playing this stupid narrow football anymore. I like it. I quite like how he's got it set up. Whether that lasts, we're going to find out. So
we've got to stop conceding stupid late goals, though.
Yeah, I know, but that's just individual. I mean, we should have really scored against Man United. I think we could have.
Some of them had 3 chances, didn't it?
You what, sorry?
3 clear-cut chances. Some of them.
Yeah, I think we had
3 clear-cut chances.
Yeah, but again, it's the Premiership. You don't take your chances, you get punished. But let's see how he gets on in the next 2. But it's not ideal. But was you confident that we could have done it with Marsh in charge?
No.
Yeah.
No. I think,
So,
I think that getting that point against Man United at Old Trafford, Marsh would have never have got letting him on for Sundays.
no.
And I'm not digging out Marsh. I'm not. I mean, I know some people dislike Marsh more than others. I thought Marsh needed to go.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought a long
I
time ago.
I wanted to give him a chance, but he's crap. I'll dig him out. He's rubbish. And everyone that says, "Oh, but we beat Liverpool and Chelsea," well, they beat rubbish this year anyway. Everyone's beaten Liverpool and Chelsea. That's not exactly.
I just wish we would have done it with given a new manager a January window, bringing in his own ideas of playing. But then it's the matter of fact is if you give Scabala it, what sort of players would he have wanted? You know, with no experience.
Yeah, but the argument is now everyone you're saying, oh, they've signed players just for Marsh. Actually, the players we've signed should be good enough to fit with any manager, in theory. McKennie, Vobra, and Ruter, which is a bit of an unknown Ruter, he could be brilliant or he could be awful. They should be good enough to adapt to any manager. So I don't really buy that argument. They're just players were signed for Marsh because they should be good enough to adapt to any manager in formation.
It's fair enough. It's a good point. Let's just go through these last few comments. Anyone who wants him to get the job has accepted relegation. I think we needed an experienced manager brought in. I would have loved to have seen this, but it sounded it. The club tried everybody.
Yeah. I mean, from that side of things, it's not. Yeah, they were quite desperate, but I've half accepted relegation, so maybe that's probably why I'm. That's probably why I'm half accepting we might get relegated. So, yeah.
Expat Paul, hiya Paul, morning guys, morning
Expat Paul.
Out my net says one thing I will agree on is Scabella is a better option than Marsh.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, do you know some? Everyone's relieved that he didn't go to Southampton. I wouldn't have minded him going to Southampton.
No, I wanted him to go to Southampton.
Yeah, we would have had a better chance.
And that's why I wanted Lampard to stay in charge of everything because Sean Dyche has got a better chance of getting them safe than Lampard. You know, we want, as funny as it is to laugh at him, we don't want him to. We want them to keep. You know, it's great laughing at Lampard saying he's got sacked, but it doesn't help Leeds.
Would you have took Dyche if you want if you want him work?
Yeah.
Would you have looked at him?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Neil Warnock's at Huddersfield, didn't he?
No, God. They lost 3-0, didn't they, against Stoke? Yeah, he's horrendous. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I like.
Mally wanted bloody Steven Gerrard. No, sorry. Yes, Steven Gerrard.
No.
I didn't think that were a good fit.
No, I think he's overrated like Lampard. Awful. Good players, not good managers. I could go up to Rangers in Scotland and do well. It's Rangers. It's Rangers in Scotland. There's only two clubs in that league.
And team picks itself every week.
Yeah, that would be hard. I could do that.
Yeah. But look, we'll see what.
Mally wanted Warnock. Is that true?
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know. Bless him. I know. But he's an old man, Amani. You know what I mean? He's set in his ways. He probably thinks that Warnock's still in his prime.
Saying that, he
not
thinks
very good in his
midfielder.
prime.
Yeah, he does think Greenwood's a midfielder. So you know.
Yeah. It's I think the thing is we ain't got we all we can do as fans is get behind team in it. We don't have a say, do we?
Let's say this. I feel more optimistic, even though it's not that optimistic, that Marsh isn't in charge anymore.
Yeah. We look like we can score goals, don't we? Yeah. We look more attack minded.
And I just like the fact we're playing with width now. We're using I think we're using the strength the players we got. So
do you know what gets me, though? We've gone all the way back to Bielsa ball with and hard working. It's just like Bielsa all over again. We played with wit and hard working and pressing from front and
but I think they seem to be pressing more. How can you put it? More. It doesn't seem unorganised. They seem organised pressing. Structurally,
it's not like 15 minutes of chaos each half.
No, that chaos. It's a load of crap. Let's be honest. Marsh, probably really nice guy. He seemed quite personable, but the way the way he had his play in, it didn't work. There's another way of looking at it, but it's a failure, isn't it? Really. So yeah, they did the right thing. They got rid of him. Amy. I mean, Amy. Yeah, but what does it say about us if we still got championship winning team players in our team? We should be upgraded. And I know Christensen was meant to be that replacement, but for me, Aylin's either going to be a bench option if we stay in the Premiership, because I expect us to upgrade, or he will be or he'll be a first team player when we get relegated. And what scares me is
if we get relegated, we're going to keep the players like.
we can't keep Forshaw. Forshaw cannot stay. Whatever happens, Forshaw has to leave at the end of the season.
And I feel sorry for him, but it's his injury record as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we can't have players that are injured. He's been. No. He came back for one game, and he's out. He's been out for another 5. It's crazy. It sounds ruthless, but you don't carry players that are constantly injured. That's business.
I mean, I'm just surprised. I'm just glad we're getting minutes out of Bamford, because I didn't think we would this season.
No, yeah, but it still scares you, doesn't it? You think, God, what if he breaks down? Who do we play up front if he gets injured?
Been on to about it.
How do you play? He's like 5'5".
I know, and it's his problem with Everton. There's no point putting high crosses in, because them two and Pickford will wrap them up all day long.
It'll be Ruta up front. And then if Ruta gets injured, we're literally all looking at people like that. So.
But I'm in agreement with you and Amani. I don't, if Dave give Ayling a new contract after 2 games of putting in a shift, I think it's the wrong way to look at it. If they're a contingency plan is we might get relegated, keep Ayling at the club, I can understand it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's one for the fans as well, and he's such a favourite. I mean, he's done loads for Leeds, but I think we've got to start looking beyond. Well, it depends if we get relegated. If he gets relegated, he'll be a good player in the Championship.
Yeah.
If we stay up, I don't expect Ayling to be first choice right back next year.
I agree.
So
Ayling seems to renewed since Marsh left. I just hope it ain't the same situation where these players they play really well to get the contract. They get the contract, and then that's it. They go off at boil again.
No, I think he surprised me actually. He has played well last couple of years, but it's like anything. There's I don't know. With a lot of our players, there's always a lot of mistakes in them. I just hope. We just need a win. If we get a win against Everton, it's not. It just relieves a bit of pressure. It keeps them pinned down the bottom. We just need that pressure valve just kind of releasing a bit. We just need a win, just to get us up and running. I mean, everyone kept telling me that.
A gap now appearing between us and likes of Forest. Well,
I know.
Forest and Wolves. I think there's 5 teams who were really in it at this moment in time. Leeds and West Ham are the other 2 who were at.
I'm not convinced West Ham will stay down there. So I think I don't know. It's looking worrying, but we need wins. I mean, everyone was telling me that the FA Cup's run, because if you have a good FA Cup run, it builds momentum in the league. Well, we're having a half decent FA Cup run, and to me, all it's given is injuries and not helped us in the league.
Yeah, because I think. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd sooner have Rodrigo fighting.
Of course, yeah.
But
I do think that's down to Marsh being fit. I don't even know why he put him on. So to me, that was a stupid move anyway. But yeah, I think it's a myth saying if you have a good cup run, it helps you in the league. I think that's. I don't believe that. Yeah.
Do you know something? West Ham, if they get relegated, they could do what Wigan did. They could be in European League in playing in Championship if they win that Conference Cup.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's right. I think. Yeah, who else did it? I think Birmingham won the League Cup, didn't they?
Yeah.
Then they still got relegated. So
I'd rather stay in league, definitely.
Yeah, it's all about the league for me. I'm hoping that when we play Fulham in the cup, we play a very weak team. Because I guarantee you, if we're in the bottom three, which is a strong possibility, and we're playing in the FA Cup, I'd be very surprised. Well, I don't understand people who'd be more bothered about getting into the next round if we're in the relegation, banging them, in the bottom three. To me, the FA Cup's it's not been important anyway this year, but for some reason, it's something they seem to be pushing.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the 50 signings Forest have asked to be allowed 2 added to their squad due to injuries?
Yeah, I mean they're just
They're just absolute Michael, aren't they?
Yeah. I knew it was in big problems when all the teams around us were signing players. I was thinking, oh crap! There's no, everyone's. Fulham have surprised me because they've just done really well. They're safe already. Fulham, they're literally safe. But when I saw all the,
there's one thing, Russell. I don't agree to people saying, and that's, and I'm not just saying Leeds. I'm saying it in every day, and that's you're too good to go down. No team's too good in that Premier League to go down. I mean, apart from maybe Southampton, even Bournemouth are fighting for points still.
Yeah, Bournemouth signed a lot of players. They've invested a lot of money. So, like I say, there's no really weak teams this year. Even Southampton could get on the run. Southampton are good enough to get on the run.
Yeah, and then it puts us and West Ham in trouble. Then.
Yeah, we have to start picking up wins. It's as simple as that. If we don't, we're in very big. Well, we'll probably get relegated. So
you think 6 points minimum? 6 points minimum out of the next 2 games. Otherwise, we are in trouble.
4.
A
win of the draw would be good, just because it's so nervy. I think what's going to be. I think a lot of it's going to be mental on Saturday because it's going to be so nervy because both teams are going to know how much. There's going to be a lot of whoever goes ahead. Expect a lot of diving, a lot of aggro, a lot of time. If you imagine
time wasting,
because you imagine if Everton go ahead, they will 4-5-1. They'll be diving. They'll be winding Leeds players up. You'll have it's going to be. Oh God, it's going to be hard. I tell you what, if Leeds go 1-0 down, oh my God, it's going to be hard. It's just going to be a horrible game from start to finish. I can just tell. Just don't lose. If we don't win, don't lose. Basically.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah, we can't afford to lose. If we lose, I think we're in trouble.
Oh yeah, I want 6 points, Harmony, but it's just whether we've got the nerves to get 6 points. I just don't trust Leeds this year. How many teams we keep dropping points to teams around us. We lost to Fulham at home, even though they're not around us anymore. But at that point, we saw them as a rival. We lost to Forest. We dropped points against Southampton. Who else we played? We lost to Palace. Who else is down there? Everton. We drew with Everton. Wolves we beat, so that's a good one. Who else is down there? Palace, Everton, Forest,
Southampton. We
dropped. We drew. Yeah, we dropped. We're leading against them. So our record against the teams around us isn't that great, and that's a big problem. Bournemouth we beat, so that was a good one. Yeah, it's just going to be. It's not. It's just going to be not a very nice end to the season. It's just going to be very tetchy, very nervous. Yeah, it's just going to be hard. It's going to be like last year, I'm afraid. Unless we could pull out a winning run and just get ourselves clear, that would be just like heaven.
And another fear I've got of losing to Everton. Imagine what the atmosphere would be like at Ellen Road when we play Southampton.
Yeah. That would be just... I'll tell you what the atmosphere would be like. It'd be nervous. Really nervous.
Yeah, I agree. I do. Anyway, look, guys, we'll start wrapping it up. Russell, you got work tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, got work. I'm going to quickly whack out some weights. I'm watching a thing on Netflix. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. It's called Physical 100. It's Korean. It's based in Korea. It's on Netflix. It's really good. Physical 100. I'm going to do some training while I watch that. It's really good. Really, really interesting to watch.
What's that about then? Sci-fi or?
It's basically you have 100 competitors, and they're all like you got gymnasts, you've got bodybuilders, you've got boxers, and they all compete to try and become number one. But they all get into teams, and there's individual, and they have to do all these tasks. It's very kind of sporty, but it's also quite strategic, and it's like they're all competing against each other, but they have to help each other. So it's really good. Yeah, it's Korean. It's really, really good.
I thought you were going to say that Squid Game season 2 because that's coming out soon, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not seen the first season.
Yeah, it's not. I understood it, but I wasn't a big fan of it.
Okay.
I know everyone talks about it and raved about it, but not for me. Not for me.
No, I've not seen it.
Anyway, look, guys, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you, everyone in chat. Manny, thanks for guiding Tom today. I'm sure Tom found it very
welcome to it, Tom. Keep sticking with it, mate. It's good. Once you get into it, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
if you're still here or not.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm glad that we're all getting on and it's all going well. Anyway, look, guys, thank you very much for watching this edition of Sable Team. Do I need to say? Yeah, I better still say that. There's only one thing left to say. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. Good luck.
Take care, everybody. Good night, everybody.
See you Saturday.